Good morning guys, it's Adam Cooper for this week's My Halifax. We've come to Dartmouth and we're on Portland Street and we're going to check out Portland Street Creperie. So guys, we've come outside to film basically a kind of our B-roll, my piece of the camera, because it was wicked busy in there and there's so many people lining up that I kind of felt like I didn't want to not do what I normally do, which is sit there for like an hour and a half filming and then have people waiting, because the food's delicious and there's a lot of people waiting and you know they are a business. But my god, what delicious crepes. So we bought two for me, one for Gina. Sorry. I had something called the flatline and also something called the Jill, and Gina had a fruit salsa. So they do a combination of sweet and savoury. Crepes for me, I went all sweet. Gina also went sweet. But I mean, realistically, there's things like donair and Swiss and cheese. So if you're not like me, I'm just a sweet tooth candy fiend kind of guy, you can still go there and have like a normal traditional crepe, or one that's kind of like full of breakfast meat. So another thing is that this is just another place that you can come, have some delicious food, and again support local. As you can see, we support locals in threes, so we bought 3 crepes. To be honest, anything that's delicious and sweet, I always buy in threes. I'm not even sorry. I love eating sweet food, and I love eating really, really good food, and the food here is delicious. Which again is part of the reason why we're filming our pieces of camera outside, just because they are a business and I really want them to do well. I don't want to hold up other people enjoying their delicious food. It is bouncing in there, like they're actually lining up to go and get the crepes. So I'd recommend if you come, like it's 10 o'clock. We got here 10 o'clock on Sunday, which is when they open, and there was already people there, and by 10:20 there was also like a 20-minute wait. So definitely a really popular spot, and it's nice to see something like that right in the heart of downtown Dartmouth. So of the 2 crepes that I had the flatline, which is basically a combination. It's a crepe stuffed with peanut butter, bacon and banana. It was delicious. I actually conquered that one wholeheartedly, no problem whatsoever. The second crepe I had was called the Jill, which is a very sweet one. It was filled with cookie dough, and then the crepe was wrapped with Smarties, cream and some kind of custard on top of it, which I forget the name of, and it too is delicious. However, it did defeat me. I was unable to eat all of it, but they were bigger crepes than I anticipated, and yeah, to my limit. Gina's actually banned me from going back to store by myself because I have no self-control. Gina had the fruit salsa, which was actually looked delicious. It was a crepe filled of fruit and like almost like a jam or a coulis on top of it, and even though it was under the sweet category, I'd argue that was a fairly healthy pancake, or pancake, because those are what we in England would call English pancakes versus what here we typically refer to as crepes. But it was delicious, and I have to say the guys are super friendly. The service is impeccable, and they make such good crepes. If there's one place I recommend you should check out on a lovely summer day like this, even though it is a little cold, it would be the Portland Street Creperie. So that's the end of this week's My Halifax, and once again we came to the Portland Street Creperie and we had some delicious crepes. And if you've been here, let me know what crepes you tried, what's your favourite. I always like knowing what people's favourites are at restaurants. And if there's anywhere else you think we should feature in My Halifax, or a place we can make a video about, please let us know in the comments as well. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share this video, and we'll see you next week. Here we go. Yeah. You press record and all of a sudden like everything makes noise.